Hey guys, what's up? Your boy Rockman Zonia here with another video. So version 3 has brought many changes to version 2.5. And lots of buffs and nerfs across the board, across kits. We talked about Linksha, we talked about Fei Shao. You guys can check those two videos out. Now we're gonna talk about Moze. Nah, if y'all saw my first video, I wasn't that impressed with him. Like he just felt too bare bones as a character. Like if he felt too reliant on his dupe abilities to really be any good. And I've seen clips of him in action, and I like what I see. It's potential there, but when I see just nothing but damage multipliers, and that's about it. Like, and some support abilities for making follow-up attacks stronger as a support character. It's like I need a bit more than that. Like, if you guys want, if they wanted to make him like the 4-star Topaz, then we would have needed a lot more. So, based on this fucking image here, it looks like they definitely did that. So, let's see, because I haven't read through any of his changes at all. So let's see what we got. Base stats, his energy max got increased. Okay, that's nothing, I guess. Um. Okay, so first thing we have changed was his E. Okay. Wait, hold on a minute. Let me pull him up. Didn't his basic attack mark somebody? No. Okay. Um. Okay, so mark single target's prey, deals lightning damage equal to attack, and gains 9 points of charge. When another character is on the field capable of combat, he cannot use this skill and dispel enemy prey state. See, I mean, if you ever get to the point where he's by himself, you've done something horribly wrong. I guess that's what this essentially means. If he's by himself, you've done something horribly wrong. Like, you misplayed hard or your team sucks. Um, but this 9 points of charge is interesting. So now he's gaining charge off of this. So mark target is prey, deal lightning damage, gain charge. Okay, so ultimate change. Increased damage dealt by this card by 50% less for 2 turns. Deals lightning damage equal 350% of attack single enemy. See, I liked that 50% for 2 turns and then this, but then it's like, that's it. But let's see what we got now. Deals lightning damage equal to 250%, so they nerfed the damage a bit. So single enemy, and launches his follow-up attack against target. If target is defeated before follow-up attack is used to activate follow-up attack, it's a single random single enemy. So they removed the damage bonus. They nerfed the damage a bit, but he auto launches his follow-up attack. See, this is the kind of shit I'm trying to see right here. This is what I call a fucking buff. That's what I'm trying to see. We do lightning damage and we do follow-up attack. Hell yes. This is what I want right here. Yes, sir. Okay. Talent. Enter departed state when prey exists. After ally attacks, he deals 1 instance lightning damage equal 30% and gains a charge. I'm assuming they changed this because now he's gaining charges on his E. So let's see. When 7, consume all charges on swab attack, deal damage equal to 200% of attack, and dispel prey. Okay, let's see what we got now. So he still enters the party state. And let's see. He still he deals attack and he consumes a charge. For each 3 points of charge consumed, he launches a follow-up attack to prey. Deals lightning damage. They nerfed the multiplier a bit. When charge reaches 0, dispel prey state and reset charge consumption count. This attack does not consume Moze's charges. Okay, so when he hits 0, he dispels prey state, and then resets charge consumption count. So then he has to E again. Okay. See, this is a lot better. This is a lot better. I like this. So now we don't have to charge him up all the way for a follow attack. Now he just does 3 follow attacks and then he just needs to do E again. Yeah, this is a lot better than before. We don't care about the gain changes up there. We don't care about that. But yeah, I like this. So he E's one time, gets 9 charges. Oh, he has to attack the prey. Moze we did one. This is mixing 1 charge. Yeah, see, this helps for characters like, see, no, this makes him even better for Fei Shao. And then hell, he could be ran with Topaz too. This helps as well. This helps with um shit. Do, does does she does the Shifu mechanic work properly if he's dispelled? Because I've seen what happens when he's under departed state. He just straight exits. He's like, nope, I'm gone. Which I like. I actually like that mechanic. Like he's like, nope, I'm out. I'm still here, but I'm gone. You can't hit me. I'm gone. I, I'm just in the wind. Can't catch me. But yeah, I like this change. I absolutely love this change. This change is awesome. This change is awesome. Okay, let's see technique. After using technique, he gains stealth 20 seconds. Moze cannot be detected. Increases the damage he deals by 30% when enters combat by attacking enemies while in stealth mode. Oh, they took out the 50% AV. Okay, so this got nerfed, but I don't think we're caring about this much. I don't think we're really going to use his technique much unless you're running a comp with that's going to like have him use his technique class. So this is neither here nor there, but that's still a nerf. Um, let's see talent 1. Let's see trace 1. Recover 1 skill point after using the talent's follow-up attack. This effect can be triggered after 1 turn. So what do we mean by 1 turn? Because he doesn't exist on the field until he comes out of departed state. So it's just like, okay, so someone attacks, triggers his follow-up. And then what? By the time the next follow, huh? Oh, right, because he auto triggers his follow up. He auto triggers his follow up for ultimate. So he ult follow attack, recover a skill point, and then he has a 1 turn cooldown. I'd have to see it in action because I mean that's cool for us. That's cool. That's cool because because that means his ult is going to regenerate an SP anyway. That's kind of cool, but um yeah, I still feel like they should have done more, or rather, no, just remove this cooldown effect because I like this now. Like I like the way this works because of the way his follow up attack works. Because he's getting 3 follow up attacks before he has to reset himself. So y'all could have just removed this cooldown entirely. Yeah, y'all could just remove this cooldown entirely. Okay. Still, I think this is a W. So anywho, talent 2, AV when the part states dispelled, charge for rare. He will instead be AV by 60. When Moze dispels his departed state, he will be AV by 30%. At the start of each wave, his action is AV by 30%. Oh. So they built this for multiple fights. So like Pure Fiction or Memory of Chaos. Or just for chain battles, period. I mean they kinda had to change it because he doesn't he doesn't exit departed off of a single follow attack anymore. They had to change. They had to compensate with something. So I guess this works. So the base effect is still there. He gets AV by 30% when he comes out of Departed. So we keep that. This just got reworked. That's all that is. So cool. We'll take that. When the ally marks the enemy mark, attacks the enemy mark to prey, increase crit damage by 20%. And this got changed to. Hold on. All right, let's see. Execution there 20%. This got changed to. This character deals damage with ult, it will be considered having lost a follow attack. Increased follow attack damage taken by enemy marked as prey by 25%. Wait a minute. Wasn't that his E1? Yeah, that was his E1. So they removed the Trace 3 ability and moved his E1 into Trace 3. That's huge. That's huge. Yeah, see, this is what it should have been from the start. Yeah, now we're a lot less reliant on dupes. This is what we needed. He's a lot less reliant on dupes. Now he's a way better character. I like him a lot more now. Like I genuinely like him a lot more now. Like I'm actually impressed with the kid. Yeah, because this was his E1, because you can also see it right there. It was ult counts as follow attack. Increased damage taken by marked to prey with 25%. Man, imagine you had proof of death and prey marked on the same enemy. Holy shit. Wait a minute. If an enemy with prey dies, does he just exit the party and then starts things over? You know what? I think I just put the 1 turn cooldown for the SP gain into further context. Okay. I think I understand that a lot more now. But yeah, that's huge. Big buff. Big buff. Big buff. Big buff. Because this isn't just his fall protect damage, just fall protect damage, period. Over whoever's marked the price. So yeah, now we've gelled him into being a mini Topaz. Okay, so in that case, what they do to his E1? After entering battle, Moze generates 20 points of energy. For every time the additional damage from a talent trigger, he generates 2 points of energy. Wait, didn't? Hold on. This was also a dupe ability. They moved it to E1. Yeah, it was his E2. It was his E2 effect. Okay, they dropped it down from 3 points of energy to 2. This is really good. Yeah, this dude got buffed to high heaven. Holy shit. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Yeah. Ooh, that's really good. That's really good. Okay. So what is this E2 now? Ah, they moved the traceability into the dupe ability. Okay. Okay. So they moved trace 3 into E4 and then buffed it. No, they moved it to E2 and buffed it. So now it is 4%. Okay. So they moved trace 3 into E2 and then doubled the amount of crit damage it does. Gotcha. So they didn't essentially throw they didn't throw that ability out. They just moved it. They just moved it and enhanced it. Okay. Mhm. Okay. All right. I like this. Okay. So we'll hit E4 change too. So let's see. The crit damage boost effective advantage wise additionally increased by 20%. Wait. Advantage wise was a traceability, wasn't it? Yeah, this right here. What did they change advantage wise to? Advantage wise is 1, right? Hmm. Oh, oh, I see. Oh, I see. Okay. So his E4 originally his E4 originally um buffed his trace 3. So they took E4 and just factored it into the E2, his E2. Okay, so they combined two things. They took his trace 3 and then took his trace 3, combined it with his E4 and moved it into trace 2. Okay. Okay. After using ultimate, damage dealt by Moze increases by 30% for 2 turns. Oh, that's huge. Because you know what that means? We ult, get 30% damage boost, E, and then take off. Actually, hold on. Because is he able to ult at the start of the fight? Because I'm thinking you don't even ult with him at first. Uh, no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking you don't E with him at first. Or you still might. But I do like this though. Hit after you use ultimate, damage dealt by Moze increases by 30% 2 turns. Oh, you know what? They they nerfed it and took it. They nerfed it and moved it off of his ult. They moved this off of his ult and nerfed it. But they still applied. They still made it an ult effect. The 50% for 2 turns. They moved it to E4 and nerfed it. Okay, so basically, the way they fixed him was they just rearranged his kit. Yeah. Okay, so now what does Z6 do? After you use ultimate attack, you target immediately launches follow attack. Oh, especially for. Oh, they moved that into his ultimate. Yeah, they just rearranged his whole kit. So now they changed it to increase the damage multiplier. This talent's follow up attack by 25%. Wait, where was that at before? Because I'm pretty sure that was somewhere else too. Let me see his talents follow up again. That goes up to. Is that 25? That goes up to 185%. Mm. Oh yeah, I love this. We have a completely well designed character now. All they had to do was just rearrange the kit. That's all they did. That's all they did. They just rearranged his kit. They moved some parts in the ult, they moved some parts in the dupes, and then they combined some abilities. I like it. See, this is a lot better than before. It's a lot better than before. Way better than before. Where it just felt like he wasn't really doing anything, especially without dupes. This is an example of how you design a character. Like even 4-star characters, because like rarity isn't a standard. It's a premium. And that's the thing. Like the difference between 4-star character and a 5-star character is premium. Is premium. Like what matters more is how well designed a character is coming out the gate. We don't care about, oh, it's a 4-star character. The 4-star character shouldn't be better than 5-star characters. That's not true because of aging. Kits age over time. Like I talked about this in Linksha's video, uh, the version 1 video, because like we were discussing that Reddit post. hits age over time. So, and the way those kits age, that's going to determine how relevant you stay. So, inevitably, we're going to see 4-star characters coming out that are better than 5-star characters just because they're more modern. They're more tuned to the current game environment. That's an inevitability. But see, if a character is still well designed enough, that's going to that will slow down how hard they age because let's face it, some characters are practically out at this point. I mean, like Hook's kind of out. Like no one really talks about Hook anymore. Poor Hook. I like Hook. She's cute. I'm like she's not exactly a bad character, but her kit's definitely shown. Her kit's definitely aged. Mm. No one runs Destruction Trailblazer much anymore. No one really even runs fire preservation Trailblazer anymore. I mean, this is even before Harmony came out. Like we just had better options. Look, we just had better options. The only reason you ran either of these is if you had no choice. Um Natasha's kind of out. She's definitely aged because she's extremely basic as a healer. The only thing that saves her literally is best abundance light cone in the game for every character not named Luocha. This light cone right here saves every abundance character. It saves every abundance character, which is why Natasha's falling off. She's still usable. But keep in mind, usable doesn't mean optimal. Like, like some of these characters are just not usable. Like Hook's not really usable anymore. Um, uh, hell, he just can't stop taking L's, can he? I I don't know how I feel about Yanchi. I really don't. Like, I want to find some reason to say he hasn't really fallen off, but like literally every other standard character, like I could find a reason to use them. Like I could still use Bailu if I really wanted to. Bailu still works. Bailu still works. Clara still works because you only buffed her. Himiko still works. Jade buffed her. Japard still works. He's still a great preservation character. Even with freaking adventuring out. Because you know why? Because he still has access to freeze. He's a preservation character with access to freeze. That I have Japard at E2. You know what that means? Like he has a 100% base chance to freeze at E1. And then he nerfs enemy speed when they recover off of frozen by his E. Like this is still sustainability right here. And like, look, increased effect res for everybody at E4. And then he just takes action if he revive. He has a self revival skill, which does matter in the current game environment. Like, have you seen? Like, I don't know if y'all seen the Hule boss fight in some of the showcases. He gets a number of attacks in a row. You know who can be good for that fight? Japard with a self revival skill. People are like, "Oh man, revive is so useless in this game," and yet you have an enemy who can attack 8 times in a row with single blast and AOE in throughout all those attacks. So yeah. Y'all talking? Ah man, revive sucks now. Yeah, look when characters like Japard, fucking Bailu, Huo at E2, or even Fushuan at E2, cause she gets the revive at E2 also. Yeah, they're about to make them skills more relevant, which just goes to my point. Like even Japar is still useful in this current game environment. Who else have I not talked about yet? We talk about Bailu, Clara, Japar, Himiko. Oh, Himiko is just way better ever since Jake fucking came out. And then when Daddy Welt ain't going nowhere. Well ain't going nowhere. Hell, he only gets stronger with every dupe you get of him. Like still, still. I mean, we may not care about slow anymore, but this speed debuff, we may not really care much about that anymore. But we still care about this. We still care about this. We care about all that damage his E does. That gets stronger the more we care about this right here, which just jacks up the amount of damage he does. We still care about this, him getting to his ult faster. Still one of the fastest ult characters in the game because of this. You slap a fucking energy rope on him, which I have. You watch him cast E one time and you see his energy go, ooh. Nah. And also he benefits from Akron's light cone. Because of course he does. Like this is like the point. Like the only character I feel like who hasn't really caught up is Yanchi. which is kind of in character because he just can't stop taking L's in this series. But anywho, like Moze is exactly what we needed. This is what we needed. This laundry list of changes is exactly what we needed. And it's not really changes. They just rearranged this kit. They just rearranged the kit. He is how he should be now. And now I am confident in calling him a well-designed character. I mean, granted, if he's the only character on the field, he sucks. Which means y'all ain't doing none of them solo. Y'all not really doing solo videos in hell. I'm pretty sure people will find a way, but yeah, like no, Moze is good. Moze is good now. He is incredible. He needed the buffs more than anyone. And it's like, oh man, Linsha needs buffs. No, this motherfucker needed buffs. This motherfucker Moze needed buffs, especially for being a 4-star character. And you might like this might sound unfair to say, but with characters starting from like Lynx to Moze, we have gotten an incredible amount of well-designed characters. Lynx is really good. Gwyneth is really good. Hanya fucking incredible. Shuyi good. Misha's exploitable. Gallagher, best designed 4-star character we've gotten in this whole generation. In this whole generational group right here. March, she has no business being as good as she is. And she's fucking free. And so like when I see a new character come out 4-star like Moze, I'm like, you need to be good. Like it is totally fair to hold him to a standard because they've made so many other good 4-star characters. I mean, that doesn't take away from the rest of these characters because Su Shang is great. She just needed a meta to be relevant in, and then now they break metas out. Guess who's good? Pele hasn't fallen off. Sampo's still good. People still use Tengyun. Asta still Speed Queen. Herta dominates in Purification. Serval still usable. Poor Yukong. But yeah, what do you guys think? How you guys feel about Moze? You like the changes? I mean, I do. Well, if we want to call rearranging this kit changes. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.